Well, now that we got the outside looking the way we want to do it, we've got to tape off the wood here and get this inside painted. There's a couple different ways you can paint this, some different colors, we'll go over those, but what I like to use for taping this off is just plain old blue masking tape, and I just use small pieces and just stick it in the car, and just get it down along all the edges in here. I'm going to use an airbrush for painting this, so I'll be really careful how I direct the spray to not be too heavy on the paint edges. That way I don't have to be super careful pushing these down hard and maybe damaging that wood. So I'm going to go ahead and get this whole car taped off, and we'll get some. I'll show you some of the different color options that we can paint it. Okay, here's 3 cars I've done with a little bit different treatments to the inside. The car at the top is just kind of a overall rusty brown with just some washes of black done to it. Just kind of giving it a grungy look. The second car, actually I took some Bragdon weathering powders, some of the different rust colors, and while I painted it a rusty color, it was actually a polyscale rust, and then while that was wet I would stipple in Bragdon weathering powders to kind of give it the different tones. The darker rust that you see over here is actually the Bragdon darker rust weathering powder changing the color. So that's one option. This one here, this is a Model Master metallizer paint, they call it. This one happens to be non-buffing, and that was painted the entire color, and then just some washes of browns and or some of that burnt umber and black kind of scrubbed in. That's how I'm going to paint the one I'm going to do today. Another color that's good is if you just want a nice weathered interior, just this Tamiya flat brown, or like a roof brown, or just some kind of rail brown or something. Never seen the inside of one of these cars. I don't know what they looked like, so I guess it's anybody's opinion could be on what they could look like. So whatever you feel like doing, what you think they might look like is, the best way to go. Okay, one other part of the car that I'm going to have to paint is my metal panels on the sides of the doors. If you had done a wood door, obviously you wouldn't have to be painting this right now, but I'm going to do the steel door. And what I like to do for weathering this is, I've got these Panzer Aces paints from Vallejo. I picked these up actually at a gaming store that was next to me. They're the only ones that in my area that carry it. So if you can't find these paints or you want to use these, look around for a store that sells gaming supplies, like gaming miniatures, and because these are real popular paints for those. The colors I have here are the 301 light rust, 302 dark rust, and the 303 yellowish rust. And what I usually do is just, shake these up good. They're just in a good quality acrylic paint. And then I just take it on this mixing board here. I've got just a scrap piece of plastic foam core. Just put out a couple dots of each one of these. I tend to use a little more of the dark. And then this, just a cosmetic sponge, got it from Target, you get a whole bag of them. I'm just going to tear off the ends of this. It's got kind of a rough and ragged looking end. That, and then I just go ahead and I just start dipping in some of the paints. And we're not looking to mix these, we're just looking to make kind of a, I don't know if you can tell, just kind of a splattering of different colors. And I just start dabbing on the colors with this sponge. We're not really going for the final color at the moment, we're just going for a base. We'll build this up. The acrylics dry pretty fast, so we're just going to get something started here. Set that one aside. It didn't really cover everything, there's still black showing through. I'm going to grab the other one and do the same thing. I'm just going to stab on some colors here. Keeping them thin, I'm not letting them build up so they dry faster. Set that one aside. Come back to the first one here. Go back with some more color. Again, I'm not mixing. I want to make sure I'm never mixing these. They're we're just adding different. I'm kind of turning. You can see I'm turning the sponge. Set that one aside. Go back to another one here. Each time you do this, it's going to become more opaque. You'll see less black. Now, if you start out with a white styrene, your colors will be a little brighter. You may have to use more of the browns, or you might just want to start painting a base black color. Come back and do this one some more. We're just going to keep doing that until I get this whole thing done, and we'll see how it looks here. And I'll flip it over and do the other side. Well, I got my two plates finished up, and that's kind of how they're going to look on the doors there. Back side, I think that'll look pretty good. Kind of did this one a little bit lighter on that side. I could probably use that side. You can just kind of flip them around, find the best side. That's how they should look, just kind of randomly splotchy look. It's pretty quick and easy to get the random rust tones with those three colors.